Hi, I'm Holly Cook. I'm the proud director of the Governmental Affairs Office, and welcome to this year's ABA Day event. Once again, we have to do it virtually, so as part of the fun, we decided from GAO that we were going to give you a tour of some of our favorite places in the Washington, D.C. area, since you can't be here yourself. For me, if you don't know me, I'm also a retired Army officer. I wanted to show you something of my past from a different view. Arlington Cemetery. Most people go through the front gates where there's crowds and tourists and see this historic monument. I wanted to show you from the version of a service member who has family and friends buried at Arlington Cemetery from a quieter road, the road less traveled. I'm standing here at Old Post Chapel. Services happen in this chapel. It's a historic small chapel, very intimate to say goodbye. And then the family, as they leave the front steps of the chapel, they'll walk through these gates into Arlington, where there are no crowds. It's just the family. And where service members are quietly buried and paid with the utmost of respect. This is where you see Arlington from the perspective that it is a national cemetery, and it is something that is beloved from all of us. You wouldn't see this as part of your own tour from Arlington, so I wanted to show you from here. I hope you enjoy our ABA Day events, and welcome to Arlington Cemetery.
Hello, my name is David Epstein, Legislative Counsel with the American Bar Association's Governmental Affairs Office here in Washington, D.C. I want to welcome you to our Advocacy for Justice event, and thank you for joining us. Our voices collectively really do matter to our policymakers as we advocate on several issues of importance to the legal profession and to our country. Needless to say, we really couldn't do it without you. Your collective voices really help amplify our message to the Capitol Hill. So this time, we're really focused on increased funding for the Legal Services Corporation, so more people can have access to legal services, such as those facing eviction and those suffering from domestic violence. We're also advocating for increased security for our judicial system to really help protect our judges, our courthouses, and the public who utilize those services. So again, thank you for being here as we advocate on these very important issues for our country and for our profession. Your voices really do matter, so thank you.
Hey everybody, it's Ken Goldsmith from the ABA Governmental Affairs Office. I handle criminal justice reform, issues affecting military and veterans' families and their caregivers, homelessness and poverty, like housing and evictions during the COVID crisis, and our proud support for the Law Library of Congress. And since we couldn't be together this year, I wanted to express my appreciation for your activity by bringing you to a memorial that's special to me, that I actually found by accident one day because it's on an island in the Potomac River. And that is because we're at the other Roosevelt Memorial, the Teddy Roosevelt Memorial. It is gorgeous normally. It has a large moat going around it with flanking fountains. It has the president with his outstretched hand and a gesture of, hey kids, get off my lawn. There are 4 tablets in the back addressing issues of nature, of the state, of youth. Now that you can know that it's here, you can Google, but the best way to see it is in person, and I hope we have a chance to do that the next time you're in town.
Hello, my name is Megan Plombon. I'm a Program Associate in the Government Affairs Office of the ABA, and I assist our lobbyists on a range of issues such as access to legal services, dispute resolution, and criminal justice in our DC office. Today, I'm standing on the National Mall in front of the Lincoln Memorial, which was built in 1922 to honor our 16th president, emancipation, and the preservation of our union. This is also where Martin Luther King led his March on Washington, specifically stopping at the memorial to give his I Have a Dream speech. So with that, welcome to ABA Day 2021, and I hope you enjoy what we have in store.
Hello, my name is Denise CARDMAN, and I'm Deputy Director of the ABA's Governmental Affairs Office. While I'm involved in a variety of activities in the office, my lobbying responsibilities primarily focus on administration of justice, federal courts, and select civil rights issues. My intention had been to bring you to Bartholomew Park, which is on Independence Avenue just a few blocks down from the House office buildings. But unfortunately, it's inaccessible right now because it's behind barbed wire fencing that was erected to protect the Capitol grounds after January 6th. I'm therefore going to show you a few pictures. I love this pocket park. It's a beautiful garden and peaceful little oasis with benches and places in the shade where you can go for a short respite between your lobbying visits. In the middle of the park
is the fountain of light and water. It was designed by Frederick Bartholdi, the Frenchman who later created the Statue of Liberty, and it is especially spectacular at night. I want to thank you all for demonstrating your commitment to improving our justice system by participating in ABA Day 2021. Take care and stay safe.
Hi and welcome to ABA Day. I'm Allison Lundy, a program specialist for the ABA's Governmental Affairs Office. I'm an administrative staff member and I help plan ABA Day. I'm here in front of the Thomas Jefferson Memorial, which is one of DC's most popular monuments. It was built under the FDR administration. It's currently undergoing some cleaning, which is why you see some scaffolding on the dome. On the outside, it features a sculpture of the Committee of Five, who are the 5 members who drafted the Declaration of Independence. And inside, there's a statue of Jefferson himself. It sits on the tidal basin, which is one of my favorite spots in DC. This is where every year during our annual Cherry Blossom Festival, you can come to see the flowers at peak bloom. So I hope you're enjoying your virtual tour of DC, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you in person next year.
Hey everyone, my name is Michael O'Neill. I'm a legislative counsel at the American Bar Association, and I just wanted to welcome you to ABA Day 2021. I'm also a proud Marine, and I'm here right outside of the Iwo Jima Memorial that was made iconic through the photo taken by Joe Rosenthal in 1945 when 5 Marines and 1 Navy corpsman raised the American flag on Mount Suribachi. The Battle of Iwo Jima claimed 27,000 American casualties, and this memorial is the most iconic photograph, potentially even in history, but certainly for the Marine Corps. And it also is the time when Admiral Chester Nimitz coined the iconic term where uncommon valor was a common virtue. So I just wanted to say thank you. We have a different mission, but I hope we live up to it with the same strength and tenacity and honor that we do in the Marine Corps. Semper Fidelis.
Hi, I'm Allison Rosenstock, the grassroots specialist for the Governmental Affairs Office, and I work on digital advocacy. Today, I'm here at the National Zoo, founded in 1889. One fun fact about this zoo is that it has over 2,700 animals. In my opinion, the most fun are the giant pandas. The giant pandas here were a gift from Chinese Premier Zhou Enlai in the 1970s. Since then, many pandas have been born here, and they plan to stay here until at least 2023. Thanks and welcome to ABA Day.
Hi, my name is Eric Story, and I'm your Director of Grassroots and Digital Advocacy for the American Bar Association. And I would really like to show you a monument that not a lot of people get to see here, and that is our famed cherry blossoms. Our cherry blossoms were a gift from the nation of Japan in 1912, and they gifted us about 3,000 of these. These are incredibly beautiful trees. There's about 12 different species in all, but they only bloom for about 1 week out of the year. I'm gonna put my mask on because I'm gonna go into some public here. But the funny thing about the gift was about half of them were initially either diseased or had some sort of insects in them. So Japan actually the next year gifted us another 3,020 of them. Of that original gift, only about 100 of them are left. But we do have all 12 varieties around the tidal basin, around the National Mall, and really all throughout the city. It really is something special. Every year we get reports on these things, and we get peak bloom forecasts. And we are fortunate enough to be in the peak bloom right now. So I would like to introduce you to Washington, D.C.'s famous cherry blossoms.
Hi, I'm LARSON FRISBY, the ABA's Associate Governmental Affairs Director. I handle many different issues for our office, including business law and bankruptcy, federal agency regulation of attorneys, the attorney-client privilege, alternative dispute resolution, and many other issues as well. I'm standing here today outside of the Udvar Hazy Center, one of the two Smithsonian Air and Space Museums in the DC area. This one's located about 20 miles west of DC. This museum is home to many famous aircraft, including the Enola Gay, which dropped the first atomic bomb on Japan in World War II, the Space Shuttle Discovery, and the SR-71 Blackbird, the fastest airplane in the world. Welcome to ABA Day 2021, and thank you for helping us to fight for justice.